Alfred Dumont in Dichtikaz, Bedaben Megizi Anishinaabe ni Wins, Wewasheshi and Dodum, Shanagan Dushnirba, Quiquetlam in Dea Dungum. It's just my way of introducing myself to you that I was taught. My name is Alfred Dumont. That was the English name that I was given, French name. Bedaben Megizi is the Anishinaabe name I was given much later in life by one of my elders. It means break of day and eagle, and each of those have teachings within them. I am part of the Martin clan. When my mother married off the reserve to my father, she lost her status and she lost her connection. And when we regained our status, regained and remembered who we were as Anishinaabe people, or people of Anishinaabe background, we were welcomed back by the Martin clan. The Martin clan welcomes those back into the traditional way, and we are part of that circle. I come from Shawnigan territory, which is in central Georgian Bay in Ontario. I now live on Coquitlam territory here in BC. And we acknowledge that because when we are in a territory that is not the traditional territory where we were raised, we acknowledge the fact and walk gently on the territory of the people in that land. I was asked to share something on smudging because smudging is part of Anishinaabe, Cree, and Lakota, Nakota, and Dakota traditions. It is not necessarily a teaching that is here in the western region of BC. Here we were taught from much later in my life that I learned some of the Anishinaabe teachings, the traditional Medewi and Lodge teachings that I learned from my brother Jim Dumont. But I also learned smudging from Lakota and Nakota people. With the Tongahusty was one of those teachers in the Port Capel area. I also learned from the Cree and the Cree elders. So I carry different teachings, but the primary one is I go back to his Anishinaabe teachings. In the eastern door, we have tobacco, which is represented here in this pouch. Tobacco is always used as prayer. We hold it in our left hand closest to our heart, and we pray. Pray to the Creator, always give thanks for life. In the southern door is cedar. And cedar door is a gentle teaching, as a medicine. We don't often use it in smudging in the Anishinaabe way, but we have used it in the sweat lodge. We put it on the floor, and it teaches us to be kind as we enter. And as we enter into the sweat lodge and are part of the sweat lodge, it teaches us to crawl out and walk in kindness after that. In the western door is sage. This is used in smudging. For the most part, as Anishinaabe people, we don't always use sage in smudging. We use primarily sweetgrass, which is in the northern door. And each of these doors have teaching. But the sweetgrass, which is the one we use most often, is a gentle grass. And we light it here, and we often use the eagle feather and keep it, and we will smudge people that way. And we'll go from the forehead down, and we'll sweep across the forehead, and we'll sweep down the front of the body, and we ask the person to turn around, and we will sweep them. We also ask them to use their hands and bring in that smudging so that they can wash themselves. They want to let go of what has been bothering them and what has been going and following them in life. So we do that on a regular basis to let go of those things that we hold on to or that hold on to us so that we can walk forward in a good way.